question I still want to ask him.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, how you doing?
Thanks for meeting up with me again to talk for a little bit.
What Reed doesn't know is that after this interview, we'll be applying layered voice analysis to his statements to see if there's any deception.
Again, I appreciate your being extremely honest and open, and that's all I ask. It's just a frank, honest discussion here.
Here we go.
As many people have said, if true, it could be the biggest thing since the Roswell, New Mexico crash in '47. Or it could be the greatest, fraud of all time.
I understand that, and I can sympathize with that thought. But I always have to say and bring it back to one thing. This is just my truth. It's my case. It's my story. It's what happened to me. It happened so quick that I didn't really know what completely I was looking at, except I saw this little creature pulling her jaw apart, with her sinew and her blood and her tissue being ripped apart.
What about your friends? You've talked about a lot of friends that went missing. One of your friends at the university was murdered in his office.
There are people actively, and I can't give you an alphabet name of the group, basically threatening people's lives.
You think this was our government?
There is a dark side, of military-type people beating people up, killing them, or threatening their lives to make them silent.
I have yet to see independent study of the video, of the photographs. Nobody's been able to verify your credentials.
If we kill the messenger off...
Well, hear me out here, please.
Let me finish.
No, I've given you all this time to talk, okay? But just hear me out and hear what I have to say.
Okay.
There are so many things about this that just don't add up.
Everybody has their own opinion. That's okay. And I've continued to say that all the way along. I don't expect people to believe it. I wouldn't believe it either if it didn't happen to me.
So you're going to stick to the story of what you said happened in the forest that day?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I've come here to personally hear your story and to hear your response to it. And Jonathan, you're not being truthful with me.
So guys, the Reed case was very successful. We started out by meeting Jonathan Reed in Washington, and he took us to the exact location where he said that this was filmed.
So at that point, we took our replicas, one of an alien, one of an obelisk, and we set them out in the woods to make them look exactly the way they did in the original footage.
The hardest part was getting the skin tone down, but if we were to go back and do it, we could do it.
And the hovering is just astonishing. How did you guys get that?
We have a pole that's supported to the obelisk, and then we pretty much mounted it to the ground and shot at this certain angle so you can't see it at all.
Looks great. Here's our replication of the alien while he's unwrapping it from the survival blanket. Now watch here, you'll see that we even got our alien to blink.
Wow. It looks identical. So you made a mechanical puppet?
Pretty much.
The more we got into this with our experiments and I could see how this was done, the more questions I had. So I talked with analysts from Layered Voice Technologies. With the use of their equipment, we were able to run some of Reed's statements, and this is how it was analyzed.
I saw this little creature pulling her jaw apart.
This is the part of the interview where Jonathan makes a statement that this is his truth and his reality.
This is just my truth. It's my case. It's my story. It's what happened to me.
In his head, this is what he really believes. Like, he's not lying anymore to us. He's telling us his truth.
Exactly. Psychologically, he's trying to detach himself from the deception. Jonathan Reed is not who he says he is, and this did not happen to him.
Wow. Case closed, guys.